Behind the Table episode. I'm here with Gabriela Vasconcelos. Hi, Gabby.
Hi, Ray. How are you?
I'm doing good. Very excited for the whole event, and of course for your big match. For
I
your
know.
big
Yeah.
match.
Yeah, it
Well,
is. It's gonna be. I think it's important people to know like how important this match is gonna be. Um, no disrespect to any of the matches in the card, but it should probably be highlighted as the co-main event along with Jerry and Levon's match.
absolutely, it is for the number one right arm female on the planet. It is
Yeah,
for the queen of the table,
I
literally.
know. It's exciting and like scary at the same time. We've had matches before, like for kind of getting to know who is the best, but when it's put like that, like when it has the name, the title has a name, it's heavier, like it weighs heavier, but it's good at the same time because I think we deserve that attention.
I think so. I think at the last few weeks it's going to get crazier and crazier, and more people will be excited about this match. So um, let's get into it. You pulled each other. When was that? Year and a half ago?
Yeah, almost 2 years. It was January 23.
January 23. So you were dominating. In my opinion, you were dominating that match. So my explanation is I think you got a little too overconfident in round number three, and you allowed Barbroa to set in and get a better grip and get a better position. And from there, your hand was cooked and you just couldn't. Am I on to something?
Some of it probably. I don't remember my mindset at the time exactly, but I I felt confident after the two first rounds, obviously. At the same time, uh, I knew something was not right right after that because, well, I've been dealing with a lot of elbow pain since before that,
Mhm.
and if I could go back, I probably would have postponed that match for for a while because I was so like anxious of pulling her that I didn't think it through. Like I was not 100% in my arms, but I felt good. So I thought that was enough.
Mm.
Not to underestimate her, but I thought that I was strong enough to pull it off. But because of dealing with the pain, I was not able to train as much at table time that I needed and that I wanted. So although like my arms they were just getting too pumped and my hands was just like not there anymore. And but I probably had that confidence in that third round that got me thinking that maybe I didn't need my hand that much because I had heard it.
Side.
Yeah, but in fact I did. and then and then like at the third round I knew it was over because I didn't have anything left.
Mm.
But um and the thing is, what it's funny because I never felt that way. My arms, they didn't come back to normal till like 5 days after that match. Like they were still bumps, they were still swollen, and I was like, I don't know what's happening. My arms is not coming back. And then, I've learned a lot from it, and that's one of the reasons. Actually, this the main reason why I didn't take the match before is just I didn't want to do it in the same conditions, under the same conditions of not being 100%. And I it's hard to feel 100%, but I think it's past the time to we have that match. Even if I lose, I think it was about time that we had our rematch. So I took it knowing that. But
How is your arm?
I don't wanna I don't wanna. It's good. It's good. Yeah. So
Better than before?
oh yeah, much better.
Much better. Because you took some time off, right? You haven't really competed on big stages for
Yeah.
you since that match, right?
Since that match, yeah, that's because I didn't want. Well, I couldn't train as like for any big match, I would have to train harder than I was. I never stopped training, but I
Mhm.
was just doing whatever it was comfortable, not pushing too hard, just keeping it like 50% of my capacities, just
Mhm.
to maintain something. But it changed a few months ago when I took the match because it's not gonna be easy. I'm super aware of how hard it's gonna be, but I'm excited as well.
Your opponent has been very active, like never stopped, competed everywhere, like Europeans, worlds, just absolutely dominated. If I think I'm correct in guessing that the last losses for both of you have been from each other, like in last, I would say 7 years or something. I haven't seen Barbora lose to anyone else, and I haven't seen you lose to anyone else.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think that my last loss before Barbora was Egle 2018 at Slotty Tour, like the last one
Mm-hmm.
I've been to.
Mm-hmm.
And then as far as tournaments, I haven't lost since, I don't know, 2013. And then I lost to Barbora.
Mm-hmm. Like for both of you, amazing streak, right? And
Yeah,
like for her, I don't know where, like she dominates so ridiculously. Like if she doesn't want a strap, you will never get the strap, right? It looks like that. And you were the only one that gave her a match and match of her life. And so seeing everything that she's been doing in all this time, do you expect to be harder this time, or do you expect you to be better?
I expect both of us to be better. So I'm not sure how it's going to go. Like, I think the first rounds will tell um, how good I am compared to how I was. But at the same time, it's not going to tell how the match going to go because it could change at any time. So um, I'm considering like my time off. I would rather 100% to have like get it done as fast as I can. Because
Mm-hmm.
it counts like that experience of being competing at high level all the time, it does count. And I've been to the other side, like I've pulled girls that were inactive and I felt the difference. So I don't know. Let's see.
Just want to get it on, right?
I
As
know.
soon as
I
possible.
do and I don't. Like I wish now that I had like longer time to prepare, but at the same time I just want to get it done and see how it's gonna go because I've been training and I'm good and I just want, you know, to know how my arm's gonna feel after that week of rest and see how strong I'll feel. I don't know. I'm excited.
Yeah, I think it's like we have this opportunity, amazing, where sometimes, like you said, it's kind of messy to understand who is the best, but it's pretty obvious. Whoever wins your match and whoever wins Levan's match is the number one, female and male, right?
Yeah,
Like, there's no argument, right?
right.
If you beat Barbora, you are number one. There's no argument about it because like you both have been cleaning houses all the time. It's ridiculous.
I know. Yeah, it is pretty obvious and it's I think it's gonna be interesting, like for either of us who win that match, like what the future holds. Like I can't really tell, but it's gonna be it's gonna take a while, I guess, to have someone and really taking one of us like in a very convincing way. It may be like something that happened, but the way that we've been pulling the last few years or a lot of years and how we win our matches have been like have shown that that I don't know the third contender it's a bit behind.
Yes, yes, that was my next point. Like, what do you think? What does female arm wrestling needs now? Because you, and I feel like Barbora is so far ahead. We saw Barbora versus Egla. It was ridiculous. I didn't
I
expect
know.
that at all. And
Me
then we
neither.
saw Egla versus Sarah, right? And
Yeah,
it's like it's not just like next step, it's next house, next floor, right?
Right.
So your suggestion, how can we get more of female arm wrestling, more high level female arm wrestling? And maybe do you know someone that you have been watching that you know, oh, this might be the next girl?
I honestly don't. I don't know that person, but I think if you think of the high level girls that we have, it's me, Barbroa, and all the very good ones are one weight class below us. So we have Fia, we have Sarah, we have Egle, and many others, but they are not as heavy as us. So it's kind of harder for them, but they're in a very good group of like the middleweight class. I don't know how to call it. And as
Yeah.
for the heavy ones, I honestly don't know. And I I've been thinking like, as for me, that I'm not European, I for me, Barbara just came out of nowhere. So I'm just hoping someone comes just like she did and
Yeah.
start uh, beating everyone the same
Mhm.
the same way we did, like when we first shut up.
Yeah. I think it's like that middle field is very interesting for female arm wrestling, right?
Yeah,
But same as in males, the top is very lonely. At some point, it gets very lonely.
yeah,
But hopefully, new challenges arise. The size of Barbora, is that an issue
yeah,
in
yeah.
your mind? Or yeah.
Yeah, it is because even when I pulled like 90 kilo or 80 kilo, my hands, they were still smaller than everyone else's. So against her, it's like a very big difference in her length, her her back pressure, her movement itself, like her top roll is really good. So she used her body really well, and I mean, she's good at her move, which is it goes against mine.
Mhm.
But I've been training to stop that, so I'm hoping it's gonna be enough. And like,
Yeah,
I really trust my side pressure. So let's see.
yeah. Like what did Hutchings say?
Yeah,
You're the real king of side pressure, huh?
it was that.
Queen.
Yeah, yeah,
Todd Hutchings shouted it. I think in the middle of match, right? Or something. Yeah, yeah, something like that.
yeah.
Uh,
So I'll try to honor that.
uh, your opinion on Jerry versus Levon? Can Jerry do something, or you think Levon is just gonna be too much?
I'm gonna be rooting for Jerry as hard as I can, and I'm really hoping that he can pull something with his endurance, just like we saw Levon struggle with Gasparini a while back. So him being like very good at resisting in a weird position, even with uh, other athletes with more endurance like he does. I think Levon's gonna struggle in that. So probably he'll maybe get through the first rounds, but then we might see a change of route in the middle of the match.
Hmm.
That's what I'm hoping.
Uh, Maybe off topic, but for me interesting is, in your opinion, who is the greatest female arm wrestler of all time?
Well, of all times, I would say Makieva.
Makayeva.
Yeah,
Is she your inspiration also? Like everyone has
she's
their.
more of a target for me.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You think you think she will come back?
I would love to. I've been over this discussion a while. Like, I don't bring it up anymore because she called me out one day on Facebook saying like, stop saying that. But if she would, I think would bring a lot of that would be she probably would have the capacity to beat me or Barbara if we won that like whoever wants. I think she would have if she committed to it, she would have what it takes. Like in terms of size and styles, she's so good. So she would have to kind of climb it up a little bit, like to get back to competition mode and training and back being active. But if she like even if she was too active, I think she would be in the middle of all of everything of this happening. So
Mhm.
I think would bring some salt back to the heavy class for the women's. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it would be awesome. It
me
would be
too.
so
Yeah,
awesome. We need it. Like a female arm wrestling definitely needs it. And like,
yeah.
if you're a girl watching this and you want to get into arm wrestling, let's go. We need you. We
Right, we need
definitely need
you. Please start training.
get really strong because like everyone, you can get better without good competition, right? Good
Right.
competition with
Yeah,
shapes, right? Yeah.
that's exactly true. Like that's why being active at a high level that's very important. And I wish like I feel really sorry I missed two last worlds, but for me it just became too expensive. Like I can't afford
Mhm.
it. I've been paying my own pocket for over 20 years, and now it's just like everything is much more expensive, like tickets, hotels, and everything. Like our money, it's like 6 times less than $1. So and then
Mm.
I have to pay euros, and then it's like 7 times. So it's hard.
Mm. Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, it's we all wish that arm wrestling, like every country's government support arm wrestling, right?
Yeah,
That would be like
perfect. Yeah,
level would rise like crazy. And hey, you were on Mr. Beast video, so how was that experience?
was was interesting. I probably shouldn't say that, but I really didn't know it before they contact me because I'm
Mhm.
not on YouTube world.
It's
And
fine.
yeah, so ignored their texts for a couple of weeks. I was like, that's probably spam. I was like, who's that first? But then, yeah, someone said that they knew who they were and I should respond like now.
Hmm.
So we went back and forth on if it was gonna happen or not. But then there, everything went fine. He got really interested. Coincidentally, one of his producers were Brazilian, and she said
Hmm.
that he never comes back to like he shot it and he leaves. But
Hmm.
then he came back and he wanted to wrestle more, and he
Oh,
started
that's awesome.
talking to me, and then he wanted me to teach him how to be his friends, and I was like,
Uh,
but he couldn't really. And then he was like, oh, it's not just technique. I was like, no, you have to get some strength, right? And he kind of got disappointed because he thought it
yeah.
was going to be easy. But it
Just
was a fun experience. Yeah. I was
yeah.
teaching him, it's like, it's not working. I was like, wow, he's stronger than you. But it was nice that he got interested in our wrestling and and wanted to learn and came back and talked to me.
Because
He,
that video blew up like crazy. It had so much like hundreds of million, like 100
yeah,
million
I
views.
got a lot of kids as a fan now. Like all like
Oh,
I have a lot of people come saying that their children watch me on YouTube and now they like me. I was like, thank you. Yeah,
so
and it's good
that is
because it's just using different public audience to spread our wrestling, so it's good.
yeah. Listen, I'm really excited for your match versus Barbora. This is for the number one spot on the planet. This is
Yeah,
the big match.
I
Like,
know.
train if you can still, rest if you need to, and just be ready.
Yeah, I'm doing all that, and I'm really excited. I can't wait. Actually, I wish time would go faster and slower so I could just know. I don't know. I just feel like I want to be the stronger I can, strong as possible. But at the same time, I feel I've done whatever I needed to. So I have to just try and see what happens, how it goes. But I'm really excited and I'm confident, and I'm not going there to lose again.
Guys, don't miss it. Live on pay-per-view, King of Table 13. All the information in the description. If you come to Atlantic City, buy the tickets, watch it live, meet Gabi, Barbora, all the athletes going to be there. So all the information in the description. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.